Hey, what'd I miss?
We were just tiny!
It takes two to make a thing go right.
Hello viewers, it's me, Blade the Competent here, and today I'm reviewing Ant-Man and the Wasp. Ant-Man and the Wasp was a generic Marvel movie. I'm sorry. Look, I'm not trying to be a cynical hater or, Ant-Man and the Wasp was gonna suck from the start, but it was kind of planned to fall at the start, I'll get to later, but basically, Ant-Man and the Wasp, I don't think was a bad movie, but it was just generic. Not like Justice League generic, which I like Justice League, because, I'm a big fan of Justice League, but it wasn't that bad generic, but it still was really, really generic. I felt like they could have did so much more with this movie that I'm genuinely disappointed in, especially with some of the characters. But, okay, let me explain, guys. I liked all the characters. The story was alright for itself. I kind of knew that, everyone was gonna kind of survive at the end, Nothing really bad was gonna happen. Maybe at first, I thought it would've been a brave thing to kill off Hank Pym, but no, they didn't do that. This is just another generic Marvel movie which has no other meaning to the Marvel Universe. I thought all the characters were fine. I didn't really like how they made Ant-Man really dumb, just to make the Wasp seem more smart, which I didn't really like about that. The villain was sympathetic enough. Ghost, she was alright. The other villain, Honey, it was so dumb. And the other villain, Jake, or the Asian police officer, was really dumb. I thought Goliath was, sympathetic to Ghost, which I kind of like that little chemistry. That was interesting enough. That was really cool. But this one was just planned to fall from the first start. The story, I think was really rushed in. You can really tell the story was super rushed because, Infinity War. So they had to, something kind of had to take a hit for Infinity War. So, But, let me get into the story. I'm just gonna play a clip from the first Ant-Man. So, basically, in the second Ant-Man and the Wasp, they show in the first Ant-Man that the original Ant-Man, Hank Pym, lost his wife in a mission trying to stop a nuclear bomb. She went to some atomic level and never came back. So, this is the main focus for Ant-Man and the Wasp, which everyone already knows. And, did they get her? Okay, wow. I didn't really expect that. I didn't really expect them to do it, I didn't expect them to save the day and cure the villain of its power. That was so dumb when they cured the villain. Because Jared, okay, I thought maybe, Hank Pym would have died and never found her. I'm like, oh, that's kind of a sad ending, but, hey, it's been interesting. But nope, he finds his wife, gets up the level, and then, what? His wife cures the ghost using her Doctor Strange powers. She evolved in a time. You know what? That was a Deus Ex Machina. I'm sorry for using that cliche word, but that was the biggest one. I hate using cliche words like that, but I know I use them a lot because my reviewing sucks. But that was so much of one, and it was terrible, utterly terrible. But and then the action. The action was pretty good in this movie. I'm not gonna lie. There were some pretty cool action scenes. The car scene was really interesting. Ghost powers were pretty cool, phasing through stuff. Her story, pretty tragic, well, she's a tragic villain. I'm not gonna say she's a good or likable villain. She's alright. She's not Magrath from Thor: The Dark World villain bad. She was just alright. I felt kind of bad for her. At least she's not at least she wasn't Yellow Jacket in this. But there was just, and the other two villains, I already expressed my opinions. Something else I had a problem with the movie is the comedy. Lewis, on some parts, Lewis and his little crew, Ant-Man's friends, they got annoying. Just some parts, they could tend to get annoying and too, annoying, in the action scene. I just didn't want to hear him talk, really. Just towards the end, I didn't want to hear him talk, really. Just, certain parts, I didn't really want to hear them. The whole True Serum thing, okay, that was funny at first, but then they kind of drew it and kept drawing it, and I was like, okay, I know, boring. But he was likable in the first one, but I just feel like we're this movie is just tired enough. I just feel like this movie had some lazy writing. The first Ant-Man, I know I'm gonna have some pretty lazy writing. It improved the writing. You know, I'm not gonna lie, it had some improvement on its writing. It wasn't as lazy as the first Ant-Man, definitely wasn't. Because the first Ant-Man has some pretty lazy writing, and if you look at CGI right now, it doesn't look that. Yeah, it looks pretty bad. I'm sorry, that looks really bad. Looking at CGI right now, it looks horrible. But yeah, that's how I feel about the characters and cast. So you know, that's basically my review of Ant-Man and the Wasp. Let me explain what I said in the beginning of the video. This movie was doomed to fail because of Infinity War. Infinity War, we all know it was a really fun and great movie, but Ant-Man can never top it. It's kind of funny that, you know, you have Infinity War, then you have Ant-Man, because, you know, Ant's small. I think they do that for a joke. But this movie was failed to get critically disliked. Now, people liked it. People liked it. People thought it was alright. But people think there's a whole lot of problems with this movie. Like, people think it's boring, it's gonna nothing wrong with it. After Infinity War, we are, you know, after Thor Ragnarok, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, all the movies that had their own colorful experience. Yeah, okay, Ant-Man and the Wasp was colorful, but it didn't go all the way out with it. You know, okay, yeah, the head giant ants and flying ants, that was crazy enough. I'm not saying like that, but I feel like I could have done so much more with the story and other characters, and I didn't feel like they really did that in the movie. The first Ant-Man was more of a heist movie than a superhero movie, if you get what I'm saying. And I liked it for that. I don't think Ant-Man and the Wasp was trying to be a superhero movie. It was more trying to be, you know, more of a heist action movie, sort of like something like the Fast and the Furious. It felt like that too. Like, I like Fast and the Furious. It's just dumb fun. This movie was dumb fun, you know. There was, you know, don't really pay attention to the story, I would say, and you will like it. But this movie was doomed to fail from the first start because of Infinity War. Our hypes, after Infinity War, so hyped up, and just seeing how this movie came out, it just really ruins everything for Ant-Man. Is there gonna be another sequel? Probably. And I don't think this movie was bad. I just think it was alright, and kind of disappointed that it's just alright. Like, if it was bad, people will remember it as being a bad movie. If people loved it, people remember it as a memorable, likable movie. But this movie's in the middle. No one remembers average average movies. I like Justice League. I already said that in the beginning. But Justice League is gonna be forgotten in like the next 20 years. Maybe the same thing with the Avengers. I don't know. If you watch the first Avengers, it has tons of flaws. If you really rewatch it, Infinity War has tons of flaws. I'm not gonna lie. But this movie did nothing with its cast. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I like it when Paul Rudd was a little kid. That was funny. I thought that part was funny. But just the rest of the comedy, I felt really flopped, which that was kind of another thing with the first Ant-Man. The comedy was kind of, you know, the main point to go there too, because, you know, Ant-Man's was gonna be funny, and it's what's the guy's name? It's Paul Rudd. You know, Paul Rudd's funny, but yes. That's how I felt about it. And yeah, that's what I felt about this movie. Was doomed to fail from the first start because of Infinity War. Was it done on purpose? Maybe. Is it a bad movie? No, but it's average. And I think that's personally worse than a bad movie. So let's get to the post-credits, which everyone's talking about, because, you know, that's what everyone went to go see this movie. We forgot about, you know, it's an actual movie, so we're just gonna watch the post-credits and focus on that. Oh yeah, I also like Black Goliath. I really do like the guy who plays Black Goliath. I was gonna make a joke, like saying I thought he was in Black Panther. He's not even on the cast list. He's not even on the cast list on Google. I was gonna make a joke that he was in Black Panther because, you know, he's black and so am I. Okay, let me just get to the post credits. I'm sorry, I'm post credits. Also, you guys already know. I also want to mention I really like the concept of the quantum dimension. I like the design of it. People say quantum so much in this movie, and I hate it. I'm joking, but okay. The end credits. You know, everyone's back. So they're getting these healing orbs that's in the quantum realm for the ghost. And I guess she's not fully healed. She's just stopped. I don't know. I'm just digging too deep into it. I'm not Mr. Intern. Maybe I am. Okay, but Okay, so then after that, you know, a snap happens. Everything fades to white. And then Ant-Man, you know, he's shrunk down, stuck, and he's like, guys, you know, they all turn to dust. It's so ironic that all three of them just died in the snap, except for him. Well, maybe the quantum world protected him, because technically the quantum world was a different dimension. And people also mentioned that Doctor Strange visited the quantum realm in Doctor Strange. I'm not sure, maybe. So maybe, I was kind of thinking at first when I saw her use her powers, the old Wasp, Michelle Pfeiffer, I kind of thought that, you know, she had Doctor Strange powers, like, you know, maybe this is something related to, like, the dark dimension from, I said that's so weird, but from Doctor Strange, you know, Dormammu had the dark dimension, and it kind of looked like the dark dimension, like, maybe she's drawing energy, like, they're doing from the dark dimension, and she's just using the powers like Doctor Strange. That's what I thought. That was kind of interesting. So, is Ant-Man probably gonna get out? Probably, you know, there's gonna be another Avengers. I'm really excited. How? I don't know. Maybe do what he did last time, or maybe he's out of disc and he's just gonna stay there, or maybe like Captain Marvel helps, you know, use her powers. But I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. You know, yeah. So let's get to the end of this. Okay, I'm drawing this too long on. It was okay, and sometimes the mediocre writing was bad. that was I was trying to make a pun, but I think Ant-Man and the Wasp was just a okay Marvel movie. It's not gonna stand out. It's gonna be sort of like Thor: The Dark World. It didn't really do anything special, you know. Like, I mean, the first Ant-Man did lots of special, and a lot of Marvel movies are known for doing something special. This just, it's sort of like Iron Man 2 or, you know, Thor 2. It seems like most of the sequels to the hero movies, they don't really do anything special to add to it, besides Deadpool 2, which I'll make a review on that. I know I'm late, so I'm really disappointed in some parts, and sometimes I understand why this movie had to fall and take a hit for it. It makes a lot of sense because, you know, Infinity War just came out, people are still hyped by that, so some people are gonna be very disappointed with this movie, and I'm one of those people. Am I looking too deep into this and I'm still on Infinity War hype? Maybe, and probably. I'm sorry. But I feel like also this movie just, even if Infinity War wasn't around, it just would have been an okay Marvel movie. Sort of like the first Ant-Man. Which the first Ant-Man, if you rewatch it has tons of flaws, but I still really do like the first Ant-Man. I do like it more than Ant-Man and the Wasp, in some sorts. They had a horrible villain. This one had a better villain, good action. But thank you guys for watching this review. If you have any suggestions or any views, or, you know, any opinions, like, you know, my opinion is wrong and yours is right, so explain right in the comments. So thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'm trying to change my content up, make quicker videos. And thank you guys for watching. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.